friends. So summer is definitely winding down. Today is actually kind of an overcast day. Still supposed to be pretty warm, but we have got to start cutting some things down and getting ready for fall. We also need to harvest so many of our vegetables. So yeah, the kids and I are going to pick a bunch of the ripe veggies and start cutting down the irises and all of the mint. My husband is actually going to tomorrow cut the giant lavender bush and get that all taken down. We need to cut down all of the lemon balm, yeah, and just get a bunch of stuff taken care of. At the very end of August, first day of September, we are actually having a bunch of trees removed from our yard. We just have way too many. I don't know if you guys can see, there's a bunch right now that have a bunch of red paint on them. So there's this one that's gonna go, and that one, and then a whole bunch back here. Ignore all of the building material for the garage remodel. Oh, look, brand new windows. So we have to kind of get things in the yard ready for that because we are getting rid of about 12 big trees. So we have to kind of prepare for that as well. I'm very excited about it, but just thought you guys could hang out with us while we get busy and get some of this stuff cut down. So. So we have the first flower bed done. Now I really need to come over here and cut down the sweet mint. It has gone way past when it actually should have been cut down, but it's covered in so many honeybees. Ooh, my hair is really great, guys. But like I was saying, it's covered in so many honeybees that we've just kind of left it and let it flower because they've been helping to pollinate all of the squash and the tomatoes. So we had just been leaving it, but now I think it's time. It's gotta go. Biggest concern is that I'm very allergic to bees and I don't want to upset them. So I don't know what we're going to do. This little girl is very warm, as you can see. I actually had to change my shirt. It got really hot.
Me too.
Well, it's actually not that hot. It's just kind of muggy. And we're a little bit warm. So I don't know. I don't know what we're gonna do. We're just gonna go slowly, I think, and do what we can. So I didn't get all of the mint cut down. I got some of the mint cut down.
2 bees in her face, so
because now all the mint that's left still has little bees on it, so we might just have to wait and come back later this evening. And yes, one bee flew right in my face, and I told her I was sorry and that she could just go on about her business and I would leave her alone. We're gonna move on to the other flower beds. So we made really good progress today. We got all of the irises in the garden right off of the back porch all cut down. So right here, all of those irises and the peppermint all cut down. We also got all of the lilies right here at the bottom of the magnolia tree cut down, as well as here. And we pulled up a bunch of the bishop's weed that was dying in here, and we got all of these irises and lilies pulled down. I haven't tackled any of this side of the yard yet. All of this plant here needs to be cut down, and then all of the bishop's weed, it's gonna need to be cut down. We also didn't get any of these lilies and irises cut down, or any of these lilies and irises cut down, or any of those back there. So we also need to go through and pull all of the clover. It has completely taken over the strawberries that are in there, which weren't going to bloom this year because they had been transplanted. I also need to cut the tops off of all of the peonies. And if you see, the potatoes are starting to die, so pretty soon it will be time to harvest those. Back here by the trampoline, we usually have this really tall plant that grows right here, and I got that all cut out, as well as all of the lemon balm and chamomile that was right here. We got all that cut down. We are watering the poor little pine trees. So getting some water on those. And then I cleaned up this area. We did have some pine needles. There's still some right there that I couldn't fit into the clean green. And I had cut a bunch of the grape down, and so that was there as well. All of this will need to be taken to the dump when we do our next dump run, as it was all of the shingles that came off of that side of the schoolroom. So we are actually going to be removing all of the shingles and just putting new siding on. We're going to put the same siding that's on our house over here, and we are actually repainting the house this year. So we're going to be painting the house a really beautiful dark blue. So the house and the schoolroom will all match. So we definitely got a lot done. There is definitely still a lot to do in preparation for fall. We'll still have to harvest the rest of the vegetables as they continue to come on. The squash aren't quite ready yet. We have 2 spaghetti squash, an acorn squash, and a butternut squash that are getting close. We are finally starting to get green beans. I just pulled 2 off today and 1 off yesterday. We have a zucchini that just got pulled off. The sage is all going to get cut down. We have a bunch of parsley that we can harvest. The pumpkin is doing great and keeps on growing away. We take the acorn squash off of the plant. I'm probably just gonna pull that squash plant out. We only ever got the 1 acorn, and it's honestly kind of getting suffocated between the pumpkin and the butternut. So I'm just gonna go ahead and pull it. So tomorrow, my husband and I will come back out and finish cutting the rest of the lilies and the lavender bush and the tops of the flowers and the dead bishop's weed. We are unfortunately also going to be ripping out the cucumber plant. We only ever got 3 cucumbers on it, and unfortunately they are all pretty yellow, which says it could be a couple of things. They could either be overripe, or there could be a virus or a lack of nutrients. So we honestly don't know if either of these is going to be super edible. We do have one small kind of green one. So maybe he'll be more like a English cucumber. I really don't know. Unfortunately, we struggled with the cucumber plant this year. So if you guys have seen any of my homeschool garden videos, you know that we planted the cucumber a total of, I think, 4 times. And this one seemed really promising, looked like it was going to do really well. And yeah, has kind of just struggled. I don't know. Now that we've cut a bunch of things back, we're just giving everything a good water. Now that we cut all the lemon balm down, my thyme can get a little bit more attention. I honestly forgot it was there because it was covered up by all of the lemon balm. And the same thing, the rosemary had been pretty much covered up by the mint. So now she can get some love as well. I don't normally water at this time of the day, but there wasn't a ton of sun until just a few minutes ago. So I was just kind of trying to give everything a little bit of a water since we chopped a bunch of stuff down. Now that it's getting super sunny and the sky is turning blue though, we will probably turn it off and go ahead and water later. But very happy that everything is getting chopped down. Very hot now. It's still not super warm, and there's a really nice breeze, but I'm kind of itchy from touching all the plants. So I'm gonna go take a shower and probably make some lunch for the kids. So yeah, I don't know what else is gonna happen today. As I mentioned earlier, we are repainting the house this year, and so I've been sitting here in the house that's nice and cool, kind of perusing Amazon and looking at all the things that I want to buy to redo the front porch, because I'm really looking forward to that. I found some blue and white buffalo plaid fabric that I want to make a new cover for the little white bench that my mom made, and 2 new mustard yellow throw pillows for that bench, and then I found 2 buffalo plaid throw pillows that I want to put on the porch swing. I found a really cute blue and white buffalo plaid mat, and then a mat that says hello, and so I want to put the blue buffalo plaid mat down first and then the hello one on top of it. I found an absolutely beautiful mustard yellow flower pot, or like flower pitcher, that I want to put some white hydrangeas in to put on the little table next to the bench my mom made. So yeah, I've been perusing and I found a whole bunch of things. We have our paint colors all picked out and I'm so excited. So the blue that we're painting the house is this, and it's called Starless Night. And then we have a bunch of trim and some pillars in the front, and so we're going to be using this frost color as all of the trim and the moldings, and then our front door and our mailbox, which hangs on the side of our house, are going to be this yellow. And I'm also thinking about repainting the porch swing this color as well, and this one is called Sweet Mustard. That is my new house color. I'm so excited. So I didn't do anything else today. I worked in the yard, looked at front porch remodeling ideas, and then got sucked into a TV show. So my husband is home now and actually on vacation for the next, like, that really freaked me out. Something flew right at my head. Anyway, my husband is off for the next like 12 days. So that we can finish working on the garage and go out of town, just on a he and I trip that we haven't been on together in years. But yeah, I just wanted to say goodnight before I ended this video, since I've been really bad about actually signing off and saying goodnight the last couple of videos. So yeah, I just wanted to say thanks for hanging out with us today, guys. We will see you soon.